Hey, I'm Jorden Halvorsen. Be sure to check out my Cowgirl Mic'd Up session and be sure to watch Not Her First Rodeo on Freeform May 22nd.
Not Her First Rodeo premieres tomorrow. How does it feel knowing that your story is being represented in such a big way?
It feels really good, because, I've worked really hard at this for like a really long time, and I'm just glad that people are finally gonna be able to see my life through a different lens.
Is there a part of the documentary series that you're most excited about?
There are some living legends that I got to meet during filming that, rode bulls prior to like me ever starting to ride bulls. So getting to meet them in the show, has been a really big moment for me.
What was it that originally drew you to bull riding?
There wasn't anything specific that drew me to riding bulls. I actually just kind of grew up being a wild child, riding horses and riding hunter jumper horses, and I was working for a trainer that needed some help with some naughty horses and ponies, and so I was riding them. And one of the guys that was hanging around rode bulls, and he asked us one day if we wanted to try riding a bull. So we went and tried it. Said we could mark it off our bucket list, try it one time, and I was hooked.
I'm sure that there's like so many hard moments for bull riding. I mean, as a spectator, I'm like, that looks pretty gnarly. What is it that helps you stay when things start getting tough or hard?
Just like the thought of wanting to get better and trying not to let anything hold me back from getting better, has really just been the drive, being the best version of myself that I can be. No matter what hardship it is, like I just want to push through everything to keep getting better.
You kind of touched on this, but you've broken some big barriers in a very male dominated sport. What would you say that this journey's been like for you?
It's definitely been empowering. It's definitely showed me that no matter what happens in life, you can push through it. You can do anything that you want, as long as you're willing to put in the time, dedication, and effort into it.
Did you ever imagine starting bull riding? You know, that's already such a big feat, but now here you are doing a whole documentary series with like Hulu and the Disney platform. That's huge. Like, did you ever see it going this way?
Honestly, I didn't. I didn't ever see it, getting this big. Bull riding has been something I've just been so passionate about from day one that it's something that I've always done and will continue to do whether there's cameras there or not. So like to be able to show my story, it has been, a big thing. And I honestly truly never saw that coming because I was just doing something I love.
Is there a camaraderie with these other female bull riders, or is it pretty competitive?
Yeah, I mean, we're all there to do a job, like you're not ever really competing against another rider in our sport. Like you still have to ride your bull. And I feel like that helps with the camaraderie because, like you're not necessarily that much of a competitor against someone else. So you can really like lean in and help your fellow riders, and you're not like trying to tear them down or anything because we're all there to do that job and ride your bull. And if you don't ride your bull, then there's really, I mean, you have to work better at that. So
What would you say is one misconception that people have against female bull riders?
I feel like one of the biggest things is that like we're not actually dedicated to it. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that probably just think we're out there for the Instagram picture and stuff like that. And that's not the case. Like we work really hard at it. We work out, we get on practice bulls. We do all the things that male bull riders are doing behind the scenes before we show up to the rodeo. And I feel like there is a lot of that misconception that we're just out there for the attention or the Instagram picture. And that's really just not the case because I would be doing it even if there wasn't cameras there.
Do you have any like pre-ride rituals that you stick to?
Pre-ride rituals is I don't eat after 2 o'clock, somewhere around there. Like I don't really like to eat before I ride. But other than that, like there isn't really anything I do specifically. I know that there are other riders that have like a lot of very, I have to
Superstition.
do this by the book, before I get on. But I mean, I like to stretch and get warmed up and stuff like that. But there have been times where I've been on the fly and just, have always tried to go with the flow.
You seem pretty chill and level-headed when you get on that bull. Like, are you able to keep that composure, or do you, I don't know, what's it like? I can't even imagine, honestly. The most I've done is barrel racing, so I'm like, this is a whole nother thing.
Like I noticed I tend to ride better, honestly, if I'm a little bit nervous, like I feel like I react a little bit better if I have a little bit of like those butterflies, like never really scared,
Mm-hmm.
just, those nervous butterflies, like sometimes like right before you go to make a run, like you don't want to hit a barrel. It's kind of like the same thing for us. Like as we're tying in, we want to ride good. We don't want to just fall off. And it's kind of like that nervousness of like, just kind of like wanting everything to go well.
What is something fans would be surprised to know about you outside of the arena?
Uh, that I am crazy because I keep riding bulls after all these injuries. And I feel like that's really going to be shown and showcased. And people are going to be like, why are you like, I think they're going to be surprised to see that I keep coming back.
Real quick, tell me about the feeling after you've ridden your bull, 8 seconds are done, you hop off. What's that feeling like for you?
Oh man, I'm usually on cloud nine. Like I'm usually grinning ear to ear. Like I'm just so excited because like, all the hard work's kind of paid off in that moment. And yeah, I'm just usually over the moon no matter what kind of bull it is that I just rode.
What would you say to the next generation of cowgirls who want to get into this female bull riding?
Don't be afraid to go after your dreams. Like no matter what kind of dreams you have, like just don't be afraid to go after something, even if someone tells you it's crazy. You got to do it because you love it.